Hello, I'm Callum from Excellence IT. We are a MSP specialising in IT support, cybersecurity, software development and IT training based in Caerphilly, South Wales. So today I'm going to run you through a quick tutorial on how to use the researcher tool in Microsoft Copilot. So let's get started. So I've actually created a prompt already and I will put this example in the description so you can use it and maybe guide it, but I don't know what the results of this is going to be. But what I'm looking at is the cybersecurity trends for UK SMEs, and I've asked it to look at trusted sources only, so GovUK, NCSC, and build it from there. I've also asked for some quotes, so it'll be interesting to see if there's any direct quotes as long as it's sourced. So while this loads, I will just give you a quick look at this prompt because it's not a short one. So I've asked it to pretend what it wanted to be, given it a goal, allowed sources, starting sources, audience, our structure, to highlight what has changed over the years, why these things have changed, what the trusted senior voices are saying, what this means for SME leaders, the method, the sources, limitations. You can see this is quite a lengthy prompt really, because I want to get a lot out of this and I really want to test this researcher tool and see what it can do. So whilst this loads, I will come back to you when it's done. So whilst this is loaded, this is actually searching the web. However, with Copilot, you can just search a document. So maybe you've already done your research, or maybe it's just research that isn't on the old World Wide Web or Plus, and you'll be able to add the content. So then it will only, as long as you select work mode, it will only access that data, and then you can use the researcher tool specifically for that. But in this case, we are using the web. This report is now done and it took 15 minutes. But as you'll see when we go through this report and how much information is in here, impossible for a human to do in 15 minutes. Impossible for a team of 5 to do. So let's just scroll down and you can see the information with all the sources, answering all the questions I asked. That is some incredible detail for just a prompt that I spent 2 minutes creating with Copilot in the first place. Once again, I will put the prompt I use in the description, which can give you some things to think about when you are using the researcher tool. And there we go. So yeah, and it's compiled all the sources, and in these sources they're all trusted sources. Now we've looked through the report, we're happy. What can we actually do with it? So I'm going to click edit in pages here. And whilst that loads, you're able to edit bits and bobs, but then you're also able to create a document, a presentation, or PDF. So we're going to create a PDF. It may need a little tidying up, but here you can see how it's transformed this report into a PDF. It's quite a big one, it's our 14 pages. So we're going to go back and we're also going to ask it to create a Word document. Here we are now in the Word document, and as it loads, and having a Copilot premium license also gives you the option to receive a summary. We also have insights as well, which are now loading. It's quite a big document, so you do have to have a little bit of patience, which I clearly don't have. But yeah, now it's coming up with some Q&As, some really important, some really key numbers that you can just skip to, or they give a little summary of. That's going on. Discussion. So if people have leave comments on documents, it'll come up here. Like I said, that is such a big document. I mean, it's 11,000 words. If you want to get rid of that. So yeah, then you can now create a PDF which would have a better title and a bit more attractive. So what about creating a PowerPoint? So like I said, this is a lot of information. Please call the presentation SME cyber security findings. and let's see what it can do. I'll come back to you once it's done. Looks like we're ready. So you can actually set up a brand presentation style. I haven't set this up yet, so that'll be another video. We're just going to, I like this one. It's got some great colors in there, being purple for Excellence IT. So we are going to have a look at their source. We will use AI generated images just so we can see how it goes. Okay, so we have a bit of movement here. Let's have a quick look at this presentation. We'll just quickly go through it. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be perfect, but you look, it's not perfect. You still have to fiddle around with it, but the amount of time this could save someone is ridiculous. With Microsoft Copilot, it's so easy to increase your productivity levels. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly skip through here. And as always, as I have mentioned earlier, you will need to double check this data because you don't want to put something that is incorrect. From having a task, to creating a prompt, to using the researcher tool, to then creating the report, creating a PowerPoint, which is presentable. I'd personally touch up a little bit, but if that's only going to take you 30 minutes, you could spend 30 minutes tidying up, fact-checking the information, and in 1 hour, you have just done quite the mammoth task thanks to Copilot. If you're interested in any IT support, cybersecurity, software development, or IT training, I'll leave Excellence IT's details in the description below. Thank you.